Noisy Pixel.
Even though I struggle through some of the tougher platforming games, I still find them enjoyable through the suffering, mostly. However, I do very much enjoy puzzle games, which is why this Shindeken developed indie title caught my eye. Through its 8-bit charm, I found some really nice things to like about that game, but that sadly didn't help its lacking features in the long run. I'm Jacob Kavanagh, and this is Noisy Pixel's review for Agartha. Agartha is a puzzle platformer that has the players assume the role of a gunner. Just so we're clear, this is a no plot, no problem type of game, so expect to be thrown into the weeds from the get-go. Players are tasked with clearing as many of the 64 stages as possible, which lead to a final boss at the bottom right hand corner of the stage. Each stage contains a variety of environments and enemies, which can either be friend or foe, but I just went in expecting everything will try to kill me and handled it accordingly. During gameplay, you'll have a variety of tools to use in order to find the exit door at the stage. These tools allow you to freeze water or blow up walls to get the job done. It's also possible to find materials during levels that can be used to get new playable characters. While I enjoyed acquiring new characters to bring into levels and their respective skills, this sadly had a negative on the game's levels. You see, some latter levels require you to flat out use one particular character in order to progress, which made levels feel a bit more linear. Stage design becomes a bit repetitive once the flow of the game is figured out, and there isn't a real reward system offered, which made me question why I was even playing through the later levels of the game to begin with. The best part about each new area are the bosses, but I'm also convinced that the final boss cannot be defeated without using a specific character to win. It's the Alchemist! Basically, the game just stops being fun. Agartha has a lot of potential, and its charming design and systems could really be expanded upon to satisfy the audience of the players that enjoy the genre. Sadly, the stage designs get a bit redundant, and the lack of progression rewards lead to frustration and ultimately dissatisfaction overall. If you're super into these sort of gems, then you might find yourself liking Agartha, but it's probably not going to be for anyone else. It's a real shame, honestly, because there are some charming features about Agartha, but they just don't last long after the first few stages. Noisy Pixel is giving Agartha a 4 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers for gamers. Please be sure to subscribe and ring that little bell to stay up to date with all of our future content.